Hi, it's Adrienne Oliver with Remax Universal, coming to you today to give you 10 things that you as a buyer should weigh before moving to the suburbs. So right now in the Houston market, we're seeing a lot of people move out of the city into the suburbs, especially where most people are now working from home and also sometimes in some instances taking pay cuts. So living in the suburbs has its perks, but it also has downsides. So here's a few pros and cons that you need to know about. Number one is more space for less. Living, working, and educating in a tiny apartment or a condo is enough to just make you crazy, right? So if you want a bigger place, moving into the suburbs can increase your buying power and give you a budget for a bigger kitchen, a home office, a playroom. Also, you get other perks like a garage or a yard to enjoy. So that's number one. Number two is easier access to nature. There's a reason that the city is called a concrete jungle, right? Moving out of the city means easier access to nature, whether it's, hiking or a trip to the water or walking around the block. A lot of these master plan communities in the suburbs have huge nature areas. So nature benefits both your physical and your mental well-being. The sidewalks that you're used to are not always in suburbs, so beware. Number three, better schools. Those people planning a family want their kids to attend a public school. The suburbs often deliver as far as public school systems, right? So if you look at, the better schools in the Houston metro, you're looking usually at suburban school districts. So there's a great tool for you to evaluate this. It's what I always give all my clients when they ask me about schools. It's called greatschools.org. So you can start your research there. And number four, safer communities. According to sources like the National Center for Victims of Crime, major cities have higher property crime rates, household burglaries, theft, etc. compared to the suburbs. Basically, if you're concerned about crime and safety, you can look at the safest suburbs in your area. Those are four. Downsides for people coming from the city: slash in salary. Moving to suburbs can save money in terms of housing, but some companies reserve the right to reduce employees' salary if they move to lower cost locals. So, for instance, and I'm not sure that this happens in Houston, but it's worth mentioning, Facebook has been a big proponent of remote work, right? But the pay rate is actually tied to where they work. So make sure that you double check this before you move. And number six, maintenance costs. One of the biggest downsides to a bigger home is the cost of maintenance and upkeep. Make sure that you are prepared for routine home improvements like roofs, bathrooms, physical labor like yard maintenance, cleaning gutters, etc. Plus, when you move into the suburbs, almost all of them have HOA fees. That's another thing. So basically, just make sure that you know how much it costs and what it includes. Number seven, eventually we all might be going back to work, right, in Houston. So you will get a longer commute. So just double check your commute time. Costs more to commute, right? So think of things like gas, tolls, more frequent oil changes, all of those things. Is it in your budget? And does it counteract? Number eight is transportation. You'll probably need a car. So in Houston, we don't have the best metro transit, but we do have some. So you have the ability to take a bus. You have the ability to do a light rail. While we do have some suburban areas in which they offer a limited bus service for commuters, just double check. You are going to lose a lot of public transportation access if that's important to you. Number nine, less physical exercise. So although you have the benefit of this beautiful outdoors and etc., for some reason suburbanites get less regular exercise than their urban peers. Although there may be room for an in-home gym, clients should consider exercise, or you should consider exercise before buying property. Don't forget to look at all the local amenities such as gyms, community centers, sports organizations, etc. Number 10, fewer opportunities to mingle. So we noticed a lot in 2020 that humans are very social, right? That's why it was so difficult for a lot of us. Are you eager to meet new friends? It's not always as easy in the suburbs. Neighborhoods are designed in a way that can actually reduce spontaneous encounters between people and make new friends. So just double check that. If you are ready to make the move to the suburbs, I would love to be your agent. Give me a call, 832-217-7141. Thank you.